Okay, good morning, boys and girls. Wednesday, September 2nd. This is our second virtual Wednesday. Mrs. Lamone, Mrs. Lord, and Miss Nice are here with me. We're just kind of taking turns going through your skills. Mrs. Lamone already introduced your vocabulary for the week. This is just a preview for you. You don't really have any work assigned to it this week, but when you come back, Group 2 tomorrow and Group 1 on Monday, you'll have an idea what we're going to do. So Mrs. Lamone has been working hard in this virtual classroom and has been gracious enough to share it with all of us. And you'll find this on your Seesaw app, and hopefully next week it'll be up and running for all of us and you can use it. So today we're going to read the new story. It is in our reading book. It is Henry and Mudge, the first book, and I know some of you are familiar with this. So what we're going to do on your Seesaw app, you will go to the story and you'll hit the link. Before we do that, I want you to become familiar with a couple things. When you're reading the story, there will be two buttons that you can push here. Page view means you can look at it with just one page at a time, or you can push and look at 2 pages at a time. And I'll show you when we get in there. And then the audio will have it read to you. Okay, so let's click the link, and then you have to push the e-reader book. And it should come up to page, or the title page, page 15, Henry and Mudge. Okay, maybe I'll try this side. So the essential question is, what is a perfect pet like? And I know you all have your own ideas about a perfect pet. You all know that my perfect pet is probably a horse. Even though it doesn't live inside, it still is the perfect pet for me. So Henry and Mudge is written by Cynthia Rylant and illustrated by Sushi Stevenson. So that's what we want to kind of look at first before we start reading. All right, let's find out. Every time I move, it's going to do that. So let's first of all look at the page view. This is single page. If I do this, it's going to give you 2 pages. Okay? And I'm going to go back to just a single page for today. This is the audio. I'm going to hit that, and it's actually going to read to you today. I'm going to stop and ask questions as we go. So, here we go.
Henry had no brothers and no sisters. "I want a brother," he told his parents. "Sorry," they said. Henry had no friends on his street. "I want to live on a different street," he told his parents. "Sorry," they said. Henry had no pets at home. "I want to have a dog," he told his parents. "Sorry," they almost said.
So in the beginning of the story, Henry has a problem. Does anybody know what the problem is? That's right, he's lonely. He doesn't have brothers and sisters. He doesn't live on a street where there are friends. So he's trying to come up with an idea so he can have someone to be with. And he thought maybe his parents would let him have a dog. Let's see if he can talk them into it.
But first, they looked at their house with no brothers and sisters. Then they looked at their street with no children. Then they looked at Henry's face. Then they looked at each other. "Okay," they said. "I want to hug you," Henry told his parents. And he did. Analyze the text. Sequence of events. What happens after Henry's parents look at each other?
Okay, so it looks like Henry had those big puppy dog eyes and his parents couldn't say no. He needed a friend and they have agreed to let him have a dog. Down here, analyzing the text, what happens after Henry's parents look at each other? Do you know the answer? They looked at each other and went, "Oh, it looks like our little boy does need someone. Okay, you can have a pet. So they agreed to the dog.
Henry searched for a dog. Not just any dog, said Henry. Not a short one, he said. Not a curly one, he said, and no pointed ears.
Did you hear all those describing words? He's looking for a certain dog. It has to be just perfect. So he said it can't be short, and it can't be curly, and it can't have pointed ears. So now he's searching for that perfect dog.
Then he found Mudge. Mudge had floppy ears, not pointed, and Mudge had straight fur, not curly. But Mudge was short. Because he's a puppy, Henry said. He'll grow. Analyze the text. Author's word choice. What words does the author use to describe Mudge?
Okay, so we found that perfect puppy. Let's go ahead and look at our word choice. What words does the author use to describe him? Well, floppy ears, not pointed, straight fur, not curly. And he was short, but he was short because he was a puppy, okay? And I have a feeling that might be a little bit of a clue for what's about to happen next.
And did he ever? He grew out of his puppy cage. He grew out of his dog cage. He grew out of 7 collars in a row. And when he finally stopped growing,
Take a look. Is he short anymore?
he weighed 180 pounds. He stood 3 feet tall, and he drooled. I'm glad you're not short, Henry said, and Mudge licked him, then sat on him.
And that's the end of the story. So he found the dog. Okay, in the beginning he wanted someone or something to play with. In the middle he talked his parents into getting him a dog, and he found that perfect dog. And then at the end he has the dog that is huge, 180 pounds. So he finally has a friend. All right, I hope you enjoyed the story. Before I go, I want to remind you that today is Wednesday, so part of your assignment for your virtual day is to do 45 minutes of iReady reading and 45 minutes of iReady math. Break it up how you need to break it up. What we're looking for is that you just have it completed, okay? So don't feel like you have to sit for an hour and a half today. You do what's best for you. Talk to your grown-up that's with you and decide how you want to go about doing that. Enjoy your time. If you have questions, let us know. Bye.